There are 2 weeks left in this GBL season, and we are headed into a level 50 Master League and a Element Cup, which is going to be dominated by one Pokemon. So let's go over the Element Cup, what you need to do to either build with this Pokemon or beat it, because this Pokemon is right now too strong. So Element Cup is 500 CP Pokemon, so it's a little league. Only Fire, Water, and Grass. Pokemon that can evolve but have not evolved. The 3 Pokemon, Chinchou, Cottonee, and Ducklet, since they were the top ones in the past, have all been banned. And they banned Saladin because it was just too strong. Unfortunately, what they forgot to do is ban Dewpider. So this Pokemon, we've got its win-losses on the right here. 22-10 against the meta of Element Cup. If you look at the distribution here, these sort of 4 hard losses are like in the 300-ish range on PVPoke, which means it loses okay, like decent amount of okay. There's only 4 Pokemon here. The other 6 losses are in the 450 range here, which means like you're losing, but barely. And then you have 22 wins. So this Pokemon is broken. I'm going to go over it on my first team, just how strong it is. But this meta just basically breaks down into, because Ducklet as a water flyer that has like a wing attack move was banned. Grass is going to be up here a lot now because there's not a ton of just fire to start with in this meta. As you see, Vulpix is the only really one on the top here. And then the waters, there are a decent amount of waters on here as well. But one that has a bug combo just kind of cheats the system being able to now resist grass, right? And that's why it's so high. So I'm not going to go over the rankings too much because we need to just talk about how this looks, this Pokemon looks on a team. So the problem is, so I'm like, let's just start with it. Let's see what this wins losses are. And here's all your 22 plus wins. And your losses, again, that mirror match should just be evenish that on the first there. But even your losses against like a pure grass or a so like a Rowlet, which is a Razor Leafer, right? So you're gonna just get out Razor Leaf there, or Vulpix, which is running the fast move of Quick Attack, so it's a neutral fast move, right? Instead of just being a fire type fast move, and it's a faster charging. But for the most part, just like down the board. So what do? You can just cover your sort of losses with Seal. Seal, again, if you haven't played this before, Seal is one of the top Pokemon in this cup too. And then you cover, I'm always going to want to bring at least 2 covers for this Dewpider, and Litwick covers it pretty well and also covers some of your other weaknesses down the board. I don't love these rock, paper, scissors metas, but we do not have any Pokemon for level 50, so we are playing a rock, paper, scissors meta. Just know that this Pokemon is going to be everywhere, so if you want to play in this meta, you need to build against it. So I'm going to build against it with sort of an ABB style team. I said Vulpix was one before. It really depends on like, it's one of those Pokemon where it's in like the like 480, 520 sort of range there, your win-loss. So it's kind of a close matchup. So basically I have 2 to 3 covers for across the board. I started with a balanced team. I think I started one of the Pokemon that I recommended was Slugma. And I'm like, well, Slugma has a lot of like weaknesses though. So let's cover the weaknesses with its rock. So it's going to lose to a lot of the waters and it's water fire. So it's going to have some grass weaknesses and it's going to lose to the waters. So you cover those weaknesses with Bulbasaur. And then the other recommendation to cover your other weaknesses was Vulpix. I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, ABB style team, this is actually not too bad because what you can do is you can lead Bulbasaur. If you don't have like a dominating match, you can switch into your Vulpix right away because Vulpix is just a great neutral Pokemon, not a ton of losses because it's running like a quick attack charge move, which is like a fast move, which is neutral against everything in this meta, pretty much everything. I don't think there's any steal. And then win or lose that, and then Slugma should be able to roam free in the back against all your other sort of losses, like Wooper, right? Wooper on the Vulpix is losses for both. Seal is losses for both, right? So if you pull out one of those Pokemon with your Vulpix, Bulbasaur will kind of sweep, and then you'll take that out, and then your Slugma should be able to roam free in the back. Plus you have 2, possibly 3 answers for the Dewpider there. And then the last one is kind of like it's not like one of each essentially. Tepig on the leak, again, going to have at least one coverage there. Fire down the board, then I got a grass down the board, covers some of those weaknesses, and then covering out with a water ground in the back. If you're going to lose hard to your grass, like, you need 2 answers for the grass type Pokemon there, right? So there are your 2 answers for the grass there. Not sold on this team. I honestly, I truly think that team number, you're going to see a million variations of team number 1 here, right? Just Dewpider is just going to be too strong in this meta. Like I said, even its losses are not too bad. You don't have, like, you just get like these big circles where you just get like lit up, filled in. You're just going to have like great matchups or neutralish across the board, essentially. So I think it's going to be Dewpider paired with 2 Pokemon. I will always bring 2 counters to it. If I can, if not 3. 3 is a little tricky because there are just like a lot of other weaknesses that you open up if you do that. But for the most part, like, this is what we're doing. So that is it. Good luck. Appreciate you. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new to this channel. We will put out this first team with Dewpider tomorrow. I will show you how strong it is tomorrow. And that is it. So I will see you guys in the next one.